All righty, folks, welcome. I'm meteorologist Tom Schmidt.
And I'm meteorologist Tom Turton.
And this little show is Talking with Tom.
Yeah, that was a very nice little stereo effect there. Good
Yeah,
job.
it was. Very well done. Very well done. Well, Mr. Tom Turton, how are you this Thursday morning?
I'm doing fine. Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to this little change we've been getting.
Oh, yeah.
You know, in the weather, cooler mornings and not oppressive heat anymore in the afternoon. So it's been rather nice.
Yeah, it is. The bad news is it's just like a little bit of a tease, right?
Yes.
But enjoy it while we got it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kind
I
of
mean,
thing.
get out and enjoy the weather because it's good for just about anything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. So, I mean, you have anything you're looking forward to? Days like this, faller weather, cooler?
It's just being able to, if you want to sit out on a patio and watch the world go by, it's just really nice for that. You know, you've got a warming sun and you get a little breeze going, and it just, even if you're sitting in the middle of the sun, it just, well, not in the middle of the sun, but you know what I mean. it just feels good. It's very peaceful. And the mornings are cool enough. You know, the overnight cools, you get a good night's sleep. I like cooler temperatures to sleep. And then we're getting close. We're not quite there, but we're getting close to those crisp mornings that kind of wake you up, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Close is right, but not quite there just yet.
Right. It's cool mornings.
It's cool. Yeah. And it does feel good.
Yeah. Oh,
It's a nice difference. Boy, I mean, Tom, a lot of people are just hoping that we can turn the page for good. And we're just not doing that.
Not yet. It's taking
yet.
its sweet time.
It is. Yeah. And so, kind of on that note, 10 days from now, 5 days from now, on October 14th is our average first frost.
Okay.
Going back in the record books. And a frost is defined as...
No, you're not going to get me on a definition like that because everybody goes, no, that's not what it is.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay, your idea of a frost.
I do 36 degrees or cooler.
Okay.
Like
See,
33, 36.
That's the big difference that I think a lot of people miss. There's a difference between a frost and a freeze.
Yeah.
And that's where some people make the mistake. And that's why you get all these definitions of what, a frost. Well, it was freezing. No, not quite.
Not quite.
Not quite.
Yeah, close, right? But typically, 36 degrees, 35, 34, 33 is all considered a frost.
Yes.
Whereas a freeze is more of, 32 degrees, hitting the hard line.
Yes. That's when the cellular action tends to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when it happens.
Yeah, entering the new phase change from a liquid into ice, solid.
Yeah.
But typically that falls, like I said, 5 days from now. We're just not going to see it.
I was going to say, not this time. Doesn't look like it's getting there anytime soon.
No. Would you have any guesses on when you expect this year to get really cool? I mean, I've looked at some of the data, but would you have any, if we made it this far without getting a frost, I'd be surprised. What would that date be for you?
I would say if we made it to November 1st without getting a frost,
sure.
I would be really surprised. I would think more around 19th, 20th, right in there, possibly.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's pushing it a little bit.
It'd be pushing it a little. Yeah, it certainly would be. And our average first freeze falls on October 24th. And
that's, well, the strange thing about the Ozarks is many times we have, you come out of summer and it cools a little bit, and then maybe you have a frost, and then it jumps back up to 80 degrees. You don't, it goes right there, and then it falls off the table, and then you're freezing by November 3rd, and everybody has to break out the mucklucks and the coats and everything like that.
The mucklucks. Okay, there you go, using that term again.
Yeah, well, I referred to all the boots that we all put on during the winter as mucklucks.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so now you used that word earlier yesterday on Unscripted, back on the TV side of things. A muckluck is a boot.
I think it's a boot, like it, and I do not know for sure. Maybe a sealskin or something like that.
Okay.
But I believe muckluck was Native Americans in Alaska. That's
Sure.
And I could be very wrong. And if I am, I don't mind someone going, nope, and correcting me. That doesn't bother me.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Got to have thick skin in this industry.
Sometimes.
And as weather meteorologists, too, especially. My
Yes.
gosh.
Yes, because meteorologists get blamed for anything that goes wrong in the weather.
Oh, yeah.
And as I've said to people many times, hey, if I made this stuff, everybody would work for me.
Yeah, exactly.
That's about it. That would be the power you have if you could make it.
Oh, man. I remember it was my first week, or maybe it was my second week on the job up in Topeka, Kansas. So just starting out, new to the career, from fresh-faced kid going on TV. And we're going to get down pretty cold that night. It was like 35, 36. This would have been back in March, early spring sometime.
Yeah.
And I guess someone already gone out and bought their flowers or something.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You got the blame.
Got the blame, exactly. They said, I got an email the next morning telling me that I'd missed the forecast. Their flowers, their garden was ruined now because it got down to 32 degrees in their neck of the woods.
Yeah.
And, of course, my first thought was, it's mid-March. What are you doing buying garden plants in Kansas?
Yeah. Yeah. There were people that I worked with at the Extension Service.
Oh, yeah.
And the master gardeners and people like that, they know what they're talking about, I figure, when it comes to plants and stuff.
Yeah.
And they always said, plant by the calendar, not by what you think.
Yeah. And this person must have just made that mistake.
Yes.
Gone off of, it's warm now. It's going to stay like this through the year.
Yeah, look for that date when we'll be frost-free for the rest of the upcoming months.
Oh, yeah.
But you also have to think about, when it comes to plants, how long of a stretch you need before, for instance, if you have plants outdoors that you could bring in.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
How long of a cold period before you go, I need to get these in? Because sometimes we have one night and everybody goes, and that doesn't necessarily harm the plant.
Yeah, it could even just touch freezing maybe for an hour, perhaps.
Exactly.
And the plant would, in most cases, be okay.
Yeah, you have to have an extended period of time for, most damage to occur.
Yeah. What would you think that would be? 3 hours, 4 hours?
I would think.
Depends on the plant species.
Well, yeah, it definitely depends on the plant species. But I would say, if you're going overnight and you hit freezing maybe around 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and that continues.
Oh, yeah.
Or you get near freezing at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, it continues to drop, and you've had that plant cooling, and then it hits the freezing mark. It's going to be a few hours at least.
Right. But if you were to hit freezing, say at like 6:30 a.m., it would warm up pretty quickly. And probably not going to cause an issue.
No. But, for people who love their plants, I do understand if they hear the word freezing, get the plants in.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong that way.
No.
It's just you don't necessarily need to panic if you realize, oh, my gosh, it got to 32 degrees at 6 a.m. It's, 38 now at 7.
Right.
So that's probably not going to hurt the plant unless it's an absolutely delicate plant.
Yeah.
Maybe an orchid or something. I don't know.
You have a lot of orchids outside on your patio, do you?
I do not, because every time it gets to 32 degrees, they all die, and I can't raise them. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have orchids because I have a black thumb.
A black thumb, yeah,
Yes.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Orchids are tricky.
Well, when you kill plastic plants, it's just not a good
Hey,
sign.
you've got some problems.
Yeah.
You got other problems. For gardeners, speaking of gardening and plants and all that, typically this is the time of year when we start thinking, okay, anytime now your season's going to come to an end.
Mm-hmm.
But Tom, I got to tell you, looking long term, even let's say long term, we'll say the next 10 days, no frost, no real cold air coming, and that may be the case even into like Halloween.
That's why I was thinking early November.
Yeah, it easily could be.
Yeah.
Easily could be.
And that would be good for the kids doing trick or treat, because I know throughout the years, You can have some beautiful nights for trick or treat, but
can.
you can have some nasty, cold, almost freezing rain kind of nights.
Oh my gosh.
There have been a couple of nasty ones.
Those are those. Would you say probably your worst, your least favorite weather type
Yeah.
is just a cold, like 34 degrees and raining?
And rain,
Oh, my
and
gosh.
windy. And yes, those are. I've been out in those when my kids were young enough, and it's you want to say, look, I'll tell you what, let's go to the store, I'll buy a bunch of candy, and let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, look, there's a Walmart. Let's go in there. See what they got left.
Yeah.
Yikes! But it does look like I look at long term, no cold air really on the way, and and it's obviously well past the average for the first frost, if it was indeed the first couple of days of November until we saw the cold air come in. But that does happen on occasion.
Yeah.
So it's not unheard of, but it is pretty rare for us to go that late in the season
Yeah.
without getting cold.
But that's one of the things, surprise weather should never be a surprise in the Ozarks because we get those things all the time, and everybody goes,
yeah.
"We've never." We've had them. It's just you don't remember necessarily.
Yeah, it's like
I don't remember either.
Well, a few years go by, and you kind of think now, like you're thinking, oh my gosh, this should be feeling like fall. Why isn't it? So your kind of anticipation might get in the way of what's actually happening.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Your mental mindset might be, falling for the normals instead of, okay, this is actually what's happening.
Well, it's like how many times do you hear during the year where you go, people will say, I think we've broken winter's back. I think we have. And then 3 days later, you have a snowstorm. But people are hopeful in that way. Oh, spring. I think we've broken winter's back. Don't bet the farm just yet. Not in the Ozarks.
Nope. No. All right. So, Tom, I got some trivia questions here for you.
Uh-oh.
Pertaining to
Yes.
some cool air and some terms. Just two, I guess. Oh, here it is. Never mind. Here's the paper I'm looking for.
All right.
All right, so you got your right buzzer, your wrong buzzer.
Oh, you got him. Okay.
Got them right here. Yep.
All right.
Your first question. When is peak fall foliage in the Ozarks? It's going back to the average.
Going back to the average. And I'm supposed to get
here's a multiple choice one here.
Oh, okay.
So it's either late September, early October, mid to late October, or mid-November.
I think it's mid to late October average. Yeah.
That'd be right.
And we're getting close to that.
We are.
But for it to happen, we have to have temperatures cooperate and moisture cooperate. We have no moisture.
No, we don't.
So I don't know how nice. I pray that it's a beautiful, brilliant fall, but not so sure about it this year.
No, I mean, looking around, if you just driving around, yesterday I was noticing there's a lot of trees that are already starting to just turn brown and drop their leaves. A lot of bare trees out there already.
I've seen the same. I think where you may see color will be down in some of the stream areas, where you have the little streams and things.
Yeah.
Because they do have a moisture source.
Right.
And being down there, they'll get into some colder temperatures faster.
It will, in your valleys.
So that's where you may see the color pop out.
Could be, yeah. But I think you're probably right on track thinking that it may not be as vibrant this year. And probably later, too, before the fall colors start. If we're not talking about the first frost until early November, possibly.
It could be right near there, late October, early November.
Could be, maybe a week behind schedule or so.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Next up is, often this is a term that comes up often in the fall time when you have, maybe some warmer days in the fall, kind of like we're experiencing now.
Mm-hmm.
People might call that type of weather an Indian summer.
Right.
But what does an Indian summer actually mean? What has to happen for it to be an actual Indian summer?
See, I don't have a definite. The way I looked at that period, what people would refer to is you have a turn more toward, autumn, fall weather. It's crisp, it's chilly, and all of a sudden you have these 70 and 80 degree days out of nowhere, and it feels like summer again. But it's like, it's not. It's what they used to call Indian summer, right? But that was always my, what I would go, oh, it's 80 degrees and we're in October or November, and that's Indian summer. But it has to stretch out for a few days.
Yeah. So you got
Did
it.
I get it right?
That's it.
All right.
Now, it has to actually, in Indian summer, by definition, is, you were on this, right? Crisp, cool nights.
Yep.
It has to get down to a frost. Mm-hmm. And so if it gets warm again after the first frost of the season, then that's an Indian summer.
Okay.
So
All
you
right.
have it.
Yeah.
Not bad. See, you were worried. You got them both right.
Yeah, it's a red letter day. I'm going to go home and celebrate.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Go watch the golfers on your back porch this afternoon.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'll do.
Oh, man.
It makes me feel good because then I realize, I could do that too when they hit it in the woods and things like that.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I can do that.
Yeah, they swing and the ball's still sitting down there where it was.
I can do that.
Yeah, exactly.
With the best of them. Yeah.
Twist your back out. Oh, that looks like me.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
When you hit the ball and you go, ow. Even when you putt, ow. So it doesn't make a difference.
Oh, man. All right. Well, Tom, I think next week we're kind of talking how we need some rain.
Yeah.
And fall is kind of the second season for severe weather.
Yes, it is. People always think of it as spring, but fall, it comes back into the Ozarks.
There's a small peak. And so we talked a little bit about that earlier on in another episode of Talking with Tom, and dove into some tornadoes and how tornadoes form, and kind of how fall kind of sets up favorable conditions again for stronger storms. And so this time I think we're going to be talking about just severe weather, how we forecast for thunderstorms. How can we tell if it's going to be a hail-loaded storm or a windbag of a storm? How do we know?
And talk about the ever-popular derecho.
Yes. Yeah, big around here. And, fall, you can find some pretty big wind events this time of year, too.
Yes, you can.
So, yeah, that'll be our next topic on Talking with Tom. But for now, this is Tom Schmidt and Tom Turton wishing you a good Thursday. Enjoy the cooler weather while it's here because we've got some more 80s on the way. Probably going to be a later fall season this year.
And thank you for joining us. And we'll see you next time on
Talking with Tom.
Ooh.